Today, the Phoenix Suns should be ashamed of themselves, and Monty Williams was on the bubble. Well, it's just been reported by Shams that Monty Williams has been fired. In my Donald Trump voice. Hey, save it for your mama. Don't argue with me. But you gotta hear him in there first.
Thank you for tuning in to the number one place for your basketball fix, NBA Central, hosted by the Cognac Boys.
All right, now, if y'all like what y'all listening to, NBA fans, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Now, with the news coming out with the Phoenix Suns, especially how they went down in 2 years in a row in embarrassing fashion. Steve-O, you surprised by Monty Williams getting fired?
No, I already had the Vince McMahon voice ready for him. Damn it, you are fired. Get your ass on. You kept on doing the same shit. You wasn't playing your bench. Hey, I knew they was gonna get somebody was gonna have to go. And what gonna be the player. So I knew they was gonna blame all their fingers at the coach.
Yep.
When they really should be looking at their GM because everything kind of changed once you got rid of Jay Crowder, but that's another situation.
James
Listen,
come on.
and you had the Vince McMahon. I had the Jim Ross. Man, it's Bill, you son of a bitch. You dirty son of a
Damn
bitch.
you to hell! Damn you to hell!
I'm like, come on, man, come on, Matt, bro. Like you expected them to beat the Denver Nuggets shorthanded. In the last game, you didn't have OG, you didn't have Chris Paul, you didn't have Aiden. You expected them to beat these guys. I don't think that's on Monty Williams. He had campaign out there balling. I get what y'all saying about not playing the bench and all of that. But I also feel like hedging your bets on a Chris Paul who gets injured every single postseason, way back to his whatever else team days. I don't know, bro. I don't know about this one.
Kev, you know you my guy.
Of course.
I gotta disagree with this, brother. It's not the losses, bro. It's how you lose. You on your home flow last year against the Mavs. You
Against
get
Dallas.
whooped with the Mavs. You get whooped by 40. And you was out of it at the end of the first quarter. You had the European James Harden flicking the shit out of his hair. I'm surprised his hair wasn't shedding this year. You got Kevin Durant. You got Devin Booker. You can take a loss. I'm with it. You can't expect these guys to win a championship playing under 25 games together.
Mm-hmm.
But you get whooped by 25 in the game, and it was never close. Y'all was down by 30 at halftime.
Did he lace him up?
You had a first round matchup to where you had no Kawhi, no Paul George. You could have definitely warmed up your bench to help your team a little bit more, to give you a little more punch off the bench. Totally unacceptable. It's not about it's not about the losses. It's about how you lost it. Monty Williams bogus as hell.
And listen, you already know how I feel about bogus people. I ain't saying he pristine and clean. I'm just saying that those players let him down. And to be 100, KD had a terrible series across the board. He put up some 30s and so on and so forth, but he wasn't shooting the ball well. And in fact, those two games where Devin Booker was going 70% from the field, KD had to get his going at the line. He was starting 1 for 8, 1 for 12, stuff like that. So like when you got the like people think KD is the best player on the planet. When you got the best,
not for the last 5 years,
but when you got somebody of KD's caliber starting off slow and not putting the ball in the basket, and then you also got injuries that you're dealing with, I don't know. But I get what you're saying. You're talking about 2-3 years now. But 2 years ago, they was in the finals. So it's another situation. Nick Nurse and the other guys that have had success in this league, these owners, they ain't going. That's all I'm saying.
I want to respond to that, but Steve-O, go ahead. I got to let you speak.
Get up out of there. Go ahead.
I'm about to say maybe booting. But still, like those other coaching like situations, you really can't compare to Monty. It's like we gave you a solid enough team for like 4 years straight. So it's like in certain situations, you just in key moments in the playoffs, you just cannot get destroyed. You get your ass whooped twice.
They were down three starters.
bro.
I don't give
I
a damn.
don't care if you
got
have.
Kevin
You got
Durant
a
and Devin
potential.
Booker.
You got a potential
And
superstar in the
they
making
started
and
2
an
for
actual
18.
superstar.
They started 2 for 18 for that game in game 6. Like the two of them were 2 for 18 to start the game.
And the only reason, one thing that you said about the last steak, bro, even when they went to the finals, he was up 2-0.
Mm-hmm.
And you allowed Giannis to go downhill for 4 games straight. You failed to adjust. It's the same situation.
All you gotta do is build a wall.
The writing was on the wall, bro. The
Bro,
writing was on the
listen,
wall, in my opinion.
I'm not saying that he didn't deserve to be fired. I'm saying that it's not just
It's
on
just
him. It
That's
ain't just on him, bro. It
It's
can't
fa-
be. It
all
can't
right,
be just on him. It can't
Uh,
be. Curry got not Curry. CP3 got to play the games. Booker fell off a cliff after everybody started giving
the
him his
game 4.
praises. He just fell off a cliff. KD did not have a great series. Aiden got hurt. OG Anunoby got hurt. Well, not OG Anunoby, but Okogie, he got hurt. He didn't even play in the last game. That's 3 starters. So I'm just saying, I don't know. This is a new owner. It might be knee jerk. He might be looking at some of these other coaches that's floating around that he want to have as his coach. It wasn't a hire that he made. So, like, I think those all play a role into this situation. Because if Billy Donovan still got a job, come on now. But go ahead.
Right? Why? Damn it, Damn it! You can bring up that 2 different situations. First of all, that's the one thing. How you gonna bring up our organization when you just said they got a new damn owner? Once you say new damn owner, we ain't in the conversation.
We ain't been in the
We stuck
conversation
with the
forever.
motherfucker. We stuck with the bitch. So I'm just saying. Like,
y'all get what I'm
damn.
saying, but y'all get what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying, but it's just like at the same time, bro, it just don't look good. You got Yaz twice. You know, like I'm sorry, like the Heat down hella starters, they ain't getting whooped.
Which ones?
What you mean? Which
the
ones?
Miami Heat. Which starters are they down? Tyler Hero, because he was coming off the bench.
But that's still a help.
Starting towards the end.
But he was starting towards the end of he was starting towards
he
the
was
end
in that 6th man of the year conversation though. He's majority
because but that last month of the season he was starting.
That's fine. But who else? Because we talking about 3 starters on Phoenix.
I mean, Jimmy hurt himself.
But you only talk about
Dave Vincent dealing with a hip injury.
But he's playing. He's on the court.
I'm saying
they're all contributing to the team.
I'm saying
Phoenix
it like
wins game 6 down 3 starters.
I'm saying it like this. Okogie, he was interchangeable with Torrey Craig. So to me personally, I'm not gonna count it. You count it. I ain't gonna argue with you on that. But I believe that play is interchangeable. Cool. If Chris Paul was there, in my opinion, they get swept. Look how slow the pace was. They get campaign pushed the pace to even get the series to 2-2.
He was the only one that showed up in game 6.
And DeAndre Ayton, they needed his presence. But let's not act like this man was not dumpster juice for the whole and getting cooked like top ramen for the whole series.
Is that on Ayton or the coach?
That's on Ayton and the coach, bro. Because
that's all. That's because
on the offensive side, he needed more touches. You know what I'm saying? And this is when the coaching comes in. Monty Williams was like, "Hey, Devin Booker, just get the ball. If you don't find nothing, just throw it to KD on the other side of the court, and KD just do something."
Figure it out.
He wasn't drawing up nothing, Kev. He wasn't.
And I agree with
either KD
that
or Devin Booker. Figure it out.
I mean, for the series, when I watched the series, they started giving the others a little bit more time. You saw your boy from Brooklyn. I can't think of his name right now, but he got into the game in game 6. I mean, game
Bruce?
5. No, Bruce been doing this thing, but he been starting. I'm talking about TJ or JK. He got an initial name.
TJ Warren.
TJ Warren. They started playing him more.
He played like one game.
But what I'm saying is he played in game 5, and then they only had one more game because game 5 they got blew out, and then game 6, TJ Warren came in and tried to help. Campaign was the only one that showed up. When you have your 2 star players start the game off making 2 baskets in the first half, come on now, like what's the coach supposed to do? Like go out there and shoot it himself? Like you got KD and Booker both shooting bricks the whole game.
Why Lee didn't play?
Damian Lee,
Yeah.
he ain't play at all. That's the question
I'm
that I
just
got
saying
too.
this.
Why T. Ross didn't get more time?
Ross
me-
did. Terrence Ross was getting ticked, but go ahead.
I was just gonna say real quick before Steve-O continue. To me, that's why I point to he started screwing up in the Clipper series because you know the team was not going to beat you, period.
Mm-hmm.
But you sitting here playing all your starters.
43
44,
minutes. Yeah.
45 minutes. Chris Paul, he get hurt if you throw a damn pebble at his ass. And you out here playing them 45, 46 minutes. You're supposed to be getting your bench ready, building some cohesion.
I agree.
I look at the example with the Lakers. They just came together at the second half of the season, and Darvin Ham played those players, and then he been playing them well. I mean, I know it's two different
since
teams.
the All-Star break.
I agree.
I know it's two different teams, but you got to put these players in a position so they could build some rapport with each other.
No, I
Monty
definitely
Williams
agree.
didn't do that.
He
You know
didn't.
what I'm saying?
He didn't.
So
I
I get both sides of what you're saying. It's just that I'm blaming Monty Williams for the majority of it because he bogus.
He definitely bogus.
Yeah, don't take that assistant role. You're a great assistant. He was. I'm not even being funny. He was definitely a great assistant coach.
I thought he was really good as a New Orleans coach too, though. With what he had to work with, AD and then everybody else. I mean, Drew Holiday was coming into his own, but it was AD and then everybody else, and then that AD wasn't nothing like this AD. So Monty Williams, man, it sucks that you got fired, my dude. A lot of times, I feel like the coaches become the fall guys when players don't perform. Sometimes coaches do have to adjust and do in-game adjustments as well. It's a little bit different for basketball than other sports because you got to be on the fly for real.
I'm sorry. I gotta pull a calf. It just dawned on me. So you mean to tell me this motherfucker? Wait, you mean to tell me they fired this motherfucker? He went to a finals, but I goddamn ass re-signed the motherfucker after one win and goddamn.
He bogus. Let me shout some people out in the comments because then I got a question for y'all, man. Shay in the building, he said that's a BS. Phoenix are trash for firing Monty. I don't think they trash, bro. New owner, like Big Kev said, no, it's not fully on Monty, but Monty definitely he deserved, bro. It's 3 years in a row to where it didn't end well in the finals. You know what I'm saying? You was up 2-0. You didn't build a wall for Giannis in 4 straight games. Let him go downhill. Then you got blew out by the Mavs, and then you just got embarrassed again. So it was time, bro.
I guarantee you, if it was a 7-game series and they didn't get blown out, he'll still be a coach.
If he would have lost by 10, he would still be the coach.
For real. But you got embarrassed, so.
No, bro.
At home.
Y'all think Ayton gone? I think Ayton about to be out the door.
It's gonna be hard to get rid of that contract.
It's gonna be hard to get rid of him.
It ain't that hard.
It ain't that hard.
I guarantee you, a team like Dallas is looking at DeAndre Ayton.
I think they might have to. Yeah.
No.
I don't know how well he gonna like.
I need him with a coach that know what to do with a center. Go to Carlisle. So
go back to the team that he wanted to go back to.
Find a way to trade him for Miles Turner straight up.
That's gonna be tough because Miles Turner closed the season real strong.
Yeah, but hey, Miles Turner getting up in age, it's gonna be hard to keep him there. Might as well get him for a younger player.
But he just signed an extension too.
Yeah, so you can probably just swap the players like you was gonna do anyway.
That's what I'm saying. Trading straight up. It just makes more sense.
He's 27.
I ain't against it.
Entering his prime.
Jay Capone, my guy, where you been? I ain't seen you in a minute, my boy. You said, damn, Monty. Oh, my God, what happened to Monty?
Oh, my God.
What happened to Monty?
Eats. What up, my guy? He said, Bobby, Kev, C-Dub. That's Steve-O.
C-Dub, man. I ain't bald,
C-Dub, what interesting hair you have.
Right.
Oh, bro, your shit grew overnight, man.
Boy, he got that Jimmy Butler shit. Oh, bro. I'm gonna come in one day. What's up, Joe? Shaking his shit.
This comment is leading to my next question. Per Mark Stein, Phoenix setting their sights towards Ty Lue. But that's what I was gonna lead into. It's been rumblings. You can see that for the latter part of the season that Ty Lue was getting frustrated with constantly having to ask questions about Kawhi Leonard and him not being available and not knowing if he's gonna play or not right before the game, figuring it out. What would y'all do? Because if I'm Ty Lue, hey Steve Ballmer, I'm up out of here, Brody.
Yeah.
I'm
put my
either,
2 weeks
and I'm looking at Milwaukee and I'm looking at Phoenix. What y'all do?
I agree. I agree
put
with
my
you.
2 weeks in.
I'm looking at Milwaukee. I'm looking at Phoenix, and it ain't even close. Because it wasn't just Kawhi Leonard. It was Paul George too. And then on top of that, they ended up trading their best defensive player and their best shooter in the middle of the season. So it just didn't make any type of sense. It doesn't. I don't understand what's going on with the Clippers. Well, I do understand they're the Clippers. Like they have they ever even been to the finals? I don't think so as a team. Like
No.
so, it's
And
like
they just got to the Western Conference Finals for the first time in
We
their
talking
history.
about the franchise that drafted Michael over the Candy.
yes, exactly. Olo Candy. You know, and I rock with the knuckleheads. Shout out to Quinn Richardson, Darius
Oh, man.
Miles, them guys. But at the end of the day, the Clippers gonna clip, and they messing up a situation with a great coach. And you saw what load management does this season. I don't care what nobody say. That load management stuff is stupid because your body got to get reps. You can't just go out there and play once a week and expect to just turn it on in the playoffs or toward the end of the season because your knees don't like that type of stuff.
Oh, bro, that's what killing me about that. I'm not gonna play unless I'm 100% myself, motherfucker. You ain't playing, so how you gonna get to yourself,
Bro.
motherfucker? You miss. I just told my meniscus I'm gonna miss 2 years. Come back, I still don't feel 100%. I'm gonna play. Tear my ACL again. I wonder why this keep happening to me, motherfucker. You ain't getting reps.
You ain't getting reps. You coming in that in extenuating circumstances like
That clip jammed.
bro, it's over with. If I'm Ty Lue, honestly, Ty Lue deserve better, bro. He
He
too good of a
does.
coach to
I'm
constantly deal with
skipping
that.
out that motherfucker.
In
I'm
fact, like
skipping out that motherfucker.
right
Fuck,
after
I
Iverson
don't care
stepped
about
over
that.
him, right
Oh,
after
bro.
Iverson stepped over him, he said,
He
"I'm gonna be a
bogus.
coach."
I don't care about. I straight up going to bomb my office right now. I don't care about that new stadium. I don't care if we get New Jersey. I don't care about all that.
Oh,
D
bro.
Mud's tripping.
Ganger man. What up, my
What up,
guys?
Brody?
It's been a while. What up, bro? We've been active. What you talking
Hey,
about?
Bro.
Where you been
day,
at?
every
Oh, bro.
day.
I know you
Let's
probably out
go.
here chalupa is busting, oh, bro. Some out here, sundress season is upon us. It's busting. Mother's Day tomorrow. It's busting.
What up?
V-Dog with more great questions. Hey, who do y'all see replacing Doc depending on the outcome tomorrow afternoon? I believe he lose because they had the opportunity to win, and now you just gave Boston the edge that they need to continue on. And this is another reason if I'm Ty Lue, I'm resigning. Another goofy. I'm out of there.
Yeah, because
bro,
if Philly opened
look
up,
at
Ty Lue would be great there.
just look at look at the options. You can go either coach Giannis and Drew Holiday. You can go coach James Harden and Joel Embiid. You can go coach guys that's going to play and Kevin Durant and Devin Booker. The situation is way better.
If Ty Lue go to Philly, he gonna have the internet scrub every instance of Iverson stepping over him.
I don't give a damn.
Maybe he's trying to
get rid of
maybe he's trying to do the Goran Dragic project. Let me go to this team so when they Google my name, they see my face instead of the play.
Bro, you know what I'm saying? It's very interesting though because I think it's gonna be some options that's out there because I think Doc tomorrow he got it. So it's three exciting teams that could be legit contenders that Ty Lue can go
to. Monty and y'all go fight for that Toronto gig or something.
Bro, Monty and JJ, gang of man, they could go fight for
Toronto. They talk about JJ. I forgot they accident.
Yeah, I don't want to see JJ coaching the Philadelphia 76ers.
Hell no, he don't deserve that. You got to go to a young team and work his way up.
I like Toronto more.
Yeah.
If he's not gonna take the assistant coach route, then you definitely need to go get you a young squad. that's kind of in rebuild mode and build your own stuff. The one knock that I have on Steve Kerr is that he took over what Mark Jackson and those guys over there were building already, kind of like what Phil Jackson did over with the Bulls. I mean, he
I
did.
felt the same way until I really deep dive and realized he completely changed the whole system though.
Yeah.
No. He did change the system, and I'm pretty sure that Mark Jackson and them would have made adjustments as well. I'm just saying. I think they would have made adjustments according to what they had because nobody knew what they had. Shout out to Steve Kerr for being the Popovich and Phil Jackson acolyte, so he was able to come in, and then he was also in the 7 seconds or less Phoenix Suns organization as well as a GM. So like he was able to take all that knowledge and apply it. I just feel like, hey, I'd rather JJ Redick not jump into a situation where these players are already. Because look what happened with the second Boston saw a little bit of pressure, a little bit of distress. People were all over their coach. They're like, Joe Mazzulla don't know what he's doing. He too young. He yada yada yada. Because he really didn't earn this team. He just stepped into it. Yeah, I'm just saying, but it's because he ain't been there since day one.
I think it's a little bit more acceptable with the Kerr and like the Mazzulla point because they just disciples of they've been doing it for long. And he was basically with the Boston organization the whole time, and Kerr was a well-respected assistant coach for years. So like it wasn't that crazy. Like, yeah, it'll be crazy for JJ because you that's like a Steve Nash.
It's like Jeff Saturday. It's like
Jeff Saturday, Steve Nash. It's like a Jeff Nash, Steve Nash situation. So yeah. But yeah, I my thing is like Mark Jackson was a good coach to a degree, but I understand why he ain't never got hired again.
Yeah.
Well, part of it is because of what he said.
Well, yeah,
he wasn't supposed to say
that. He was going too far. You know what I'm saying? Forcing his beliefs on other
people. The fourth wall.
Well, here's the thing. I won't say he was forcing his beliefs. They asked him a question, and instead of him saying no comment, like a smart person, he instead talked about his beliefs. And sometimes you can have your beliefs, and not say
but it was still like other stories outside of the interview to where like things that was going on within the locker room that certain players had to do certain things that was his rules. But on back to Monty Williams, man. So yeah. What's bro? That's where it's at. So basically, Steve-O, you saying the next stop for Monty Williams should be Toronto?
Yep, go back to an old team or go back to a young team or be an assistant for a contender team.
What you say, Kev?
I agree. Same thing. I feel like he got a raw deal with injuries and such, but what really stands out to me was blowing that 2-0 lead with Devin Booker and CP3 and Aiden. Aiden was actually playing basketball. Crowder was actually playing basketball. You had the team to win, and they didn't coach their way to a win. They got outcoached by Budenholzer, and we already know how Steve-O feel about Budenholzer. If Budenholzer outcoaching you, then it's time for you to go.
Bro, but I want to continue on next. So, Kev, my question for you next would be, why do you think that it went south? What do you think went wrong between Monty Williams and DeAndre Ayton? Because literally these guys was having shouting matches last year, and then this season, Monty Williams sending him to the end of the bench like he's a toddler. What do you do? Why do you think that is?
Well, it's a couple of things. DeAndre Ayton's still super young, right? He's only 24 years old, and that plays a role into how he responds to discipline. And he's also a former number 1 overall pick. Like other number 1 overall picks or even top 3 picks are not being treated the way DeAndre Ayton is being treated. He had to fight for his contract. He got to fight for touches because Devin Booker doing his thing, so on and so forth.
CP3 was looking him off too. I'm just throw that in there.
Yeah, but it's also an issue of Ayton not taking responsibility for his own actions, right? Like you not being dominant. Like you the number 1 overall pick. Shaq was the number 1 overall pick, and he came in and changed the game. They didn't expect him to change the game, but when he was at Arizona, he stretched the floor. He had a jumper. All that stuff's gone now. All he really is a back to the basket big man.
He don't even average 1-3 per game.
That's what I'm saying. It's like the game has passed you by. So where you have players like Jahlil Okafor who can't be in the league anymore because he don't stretch the floor, but you still in the league and we paying you $30+ million a year. I think that's where the disconnect comes in between him and Monty. Monty wanted to go out there and be aggressive and be in the Jokic and Embiid categories, or at least a step below it with Vucevic and Bam Adebayo. He's not even in those guys' categories, but you making that type of you making more than right, and you making more than both of them. So that's the issue. That's where the disconnect came. And it's like, well, if you're not gonna perform, get on the bench.
What you think the issue was between Aiden and Monty, Steve-O?
That's really the nail on the head. Like, it really is, because if you're gonna be a traditional center in this league, I was just talking to Hayes about it in that last video we did. You either gotta be ultra aggressive, ultra dominant in the post game, and at least have a little 15-footer, or you're gonna have to have a great, and I mean quote unquote great, not good, great point guard, which he had, and which that was the only time he looked good is when Chris Paul had him in the game. Once he didn't have him in the game, he can't create for himself. And I think that was one of his main problems, even back in Arizona. He been having weird situations and problems since Arizona. Hell, he one of the main reasons Arizona's been weird and been in trouble the last 10 years. So like, but that's another discussion. It's just like, bro, he think he in a point of his life where he think he better than what he really is. And the organization that put the money in him, so it was Monty. He got to go, because once they put the money on him, it's hard to move somebody like that. So I wholeheartedly believe if he didn't get paid and didn't blow this lead, I mean, well, not blow the lead, but get embarrassed like that, he would still be hired.
No, I'm with you on that. Gang of man, we finna get ready to wrap this thing up. He said, much love to you guys. I've been keeping up with y'all at times, but I never had the chance to chat it up in the chat. So shout out to you. Then we got a question from my guy, V Dog. How about Monty going to the Spurs? Just wait behind Pop for one more year or two, depending on how long Pop wants to continue. I'd like to dive into this real quick. Me personally, I wouldn't think that's a bad idea. You go in, you learn behind the Hall of Fame coach, see what you can, because like, bro, you can always grow as a coach. And we seen coaches, you know what I'm saying, fall off a little bit and then make a comeback and be very, very successful. He's not a bad coach. He just has some bad decisions going on in key moments. He can recover from that. But what y'all think about the question from V-Dog?
So for me, I feel like the Spurs are the type of organization, they already got their successor in mind. I don't think Monty Williams goes there and takes away the tenure that some of these guys has already been on the coaching staff, kind of waiting in the wings. Even Becky Hammond, for example, whose name always comes up. Oh, she gone?
She the coach for the Las Vegas Aces. She just won a championship.
For now.
Yeah, but NBA teams are still talking to her. I think one of these teams was
the Raptors.
The Raptors was talking to her recently. So if any team, if there's a vacancy in San Antonio, they're gonna talk to Becky Hammond as well. You get what I'm saying? And other coaches that have come through that tree.
I get
so you. I'm not necessarily sure that that's gonna be a part of it with this coach from
bro. Is Pop like the Shanahan of basketball?
Maybe
like everybody just come from him.
The pioneer.
Or the what's the name from New Jersey, the Jets? What was his name? Bill Parcells had a nice coaching tree too.
Yeah,
but yeah, I'm not mad at that, because I feel like at this point, Pop just coaching because he can.
No, V-Dog say that he played for Popovich, so he part of Popovich's tree too.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah, not a bad idea, V-Dog. Can't even lie.
So basically, what would y'all think of change it? So do y'all basically think that DeAndre Ayton need to change of scenery? And if so, do y'all think that change of scenery?
He need to change a mindset.
Oh, bro.
Scenery and mindset. But even look at the players that have changed scenery, like Bagley, top pick. Now he's in Detroit playing better. And then the same thing happened with Golden State's top pick that left Golden State. And that's what really doomed Golden State.
Andrew Wiggins going to Golden State.
Golden State not developing and properly putting the type of energy they needed to in James Wiseman was a big mistake, and it's the reason why they sucked this season.
No, I think it was mostly him too. I just feel like they found out that his skill set wasn't conducive to what they wanted to do.
Yeah, he just don't fit.
Yeah, he don't shoot the three. But I get.
But
that.
I also think
he don't move.
Yeah, that too.
Look,
he's
they getting production
big
from Looney
for that system. That requires
they still got production from Looney too, because Looney was still getting 20, 25, 23 rebounds.
So I think all that type shit matters, but it definitely is like change of scenery could be good for him. We can definitely see like You know, when we look, just said it, Wiggins, when he had to change the scenery outside from Minnesota, he was able to come back and would go to state and be better. So maybe a change of scenery would do DeAndre Ayton well. So I don't know. But that's it from us, ladies and gentlemen. It's 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. I'm finna chill, watch Law and Order, and drink my drink.
My Law and Order.
Hey, that's me. I told you, Steve-O, I'm kind of an old man here. I enjoy that type of stuff.
I
if
am
y'all
too, but
ain't
not
on
Law
it,
and Order.
if y'all ain't on it, it's busting. It's busting.
The hell is that?
It's that hen dog.
Well, how you get some Henny with graffiti on it? What type of shit?
Hey,
and
I got
a
whole collection downstairs, goddamn. This the bottle. That's the bottle.
This motherfucker got some
eggs.
Hey,
they
you don't see that? It say Cognac Boys right there.
That boy got some extravagant shit. Ain't that some shit?
Yes, sir.
I got a bunch downstairs, gang. I'll let you see.
I bet. I bet.
But any final thoughts, man, before we get up out of here?
Game 7 tomorrow between Philly and Boston is busting. We're gonna do a post-game show.
Bro, y'all make sure y'all be there. I will not be there. I gotta go ahead. I'm gonna be baking the cake. I'm smoking some chicken wings tomorrow. It's busting. It's busting. So, but hey, y'all already know what to do, man. Appreciate all y'all for tuning in.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to y'all mothers. Y'all make sure y'all hug them, love them, telling y'all love them and all that. Be right in tune. But right here on NBA Central, we want y'all to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Monty Williams, he up out of there. But we still gonna be right here. Make sure y'all follow us on all social media platforms at NBA Central Pod. And we busting on TikTok on day 2. It's going down. If y'all want to comment, send something in, text message or voicemail, 773-270-2799. We're gonna catch y'all on